Good morning, Floss Tube. It's Taryn. Welcome. It is Christmas Eve. Um, I'm still working on gifts. Nothing like planning ahead. So I'm running around like a crazy person this morning. People are showing up at my house today and spending the night and probably spending tomorrow night too. And I haven't even cleaned my house. I've still got to go to the grocery store. I'm still missing some Christmas gifts. For boyfriends, and girlfriends, although I don't think she's going to be here, but the boyfriends will. I don't even know what to get. We picked up Abigail's boyfriend Monday night. His flight, one of his connections was delayed and he missed the next connecting flight. So he had to fly standby and didn't get in until about midnight, I guess, on Monday. And he brought his hockey stuff so that he and Abigail could play hockey, and they broke his hockey stick in half. The airline did. But it's okay because they stuck it back together and put masking tape around it. Yeah, like he wouldn't know. Anyway, I'm exhausted. It's been a lot of late nights this week, and I'm getting too old for that. But I don't know if I've said it before. I make cookies for our monthly bookkeeping clients every year. And so I brought out a plate of cookies to show you what I made. These are peanut butter brownies. The brownies peanut butter, and so is the frosting on top. I added chocolate chips into mine because I like chocolate with my peanut butter. These are called lemon snowdrop cookies. They're pretty good. These are cinnamon roll cookies. I love cinnamon, so I like those too. And if you give me a few days until I get like to a real computer, I'll put links to all the cookie recipes in case you want them. These are Butterfinger cookies. They actually have crushed up Butterfinger candy bars in them. This one is a pecan cream cheese cookie. I roasted the pecans and then they're in there, and then you roll the cookie log in pecans to coat the outside of it. They're pretty good. These are, I've seen them called hot cocoa cookies, but this recipe calls them marshmallow-filled chocolate cookies. It has 3 mini marshmallows in the middle, cooked into the middle of it for all ooey gooeyness. And it's a really good chocolate cookie in its own right, even without the marshmallows. They just make it better. But these are my favorite. It is a white chocolate butterscotch chip cookie. It's got the white chocolate chips and butterscotch chips in it, and they are pretty freaking good. I've eaten a bunch of those. I've eaten some of those just this morning. Breakfast of the champions and all. I bought the ornament for my orts. I have some more to put in here, but Dax was still sleeping, so I have to go dig around in a metal box in the bedroom, so I didn't want to do that while he was sleeping. But when I was pulling the orts, because I just put them in like a little Ziploc bag as I'm stitching, when I grabbed them and started cramming them in there, I found this. What the heck? Seriously. No wonder I can never find a cross-stitching needle. Anyway, I've got to get these finished. I'm making, my mother-in-law I had made her some coasters with family pictures a while back, and they're getting worn, so she wanted a new set. So I found these they're slate coasters, and they already had the little things on them. I bought them last year at Target after Christmas because they had like snowflakes on them. And so I've glued the pictures on. I've got to cover them with the polyurethane seal still. But this is from our vacation in Florida. One of our daughters is missing, Abigail, because she was in Canada. But that's on our way to Florida. This is my goofy ass husband with his at Disney World. He was so excited because he got a Chewbacca mug. Here are Dax and Wyatt. They yesterday drove up to Dallas. They were at the Armed Forces Bowl game. They did the flag unfurling before the game started, and I have looked everywhere online and I can't find where anybody videotaped that part of the ceremony before the game. So I'm irritated about that. And they didn't air that part on TV. The game before was running late, so we missed it. This is Abigail while we were in Disney, and she is sick as a dog in that picture. This is my husband, just because I tell him all the time he's an idiot. He's posing and being all stupid. We stopped at a mall on our way to Disney over the summer. This is Addison and Kirsten. Look at those hats. That one's perched on Kirsten's head. I have another picture because the hat comes all the way down to here. This is Kirsten and Wyatt before the homecoming dance last year. And then this is my husband embarrassing our kids at Disney. So I've got to put the polyurethane coating on it, and then it'll be ready to give to her. They will be here this afternoon, so I've got to get that done here pretty shortly and get on with it. On to cross stitch. Last weekend, I had to take my daughter to Houston, and I was going to have a lot of time by myself. And so I took a couple of things to work on. I took this one, which I was getting really close to being done with. And I finished. All right. I really like the way the variegated thread came out, and red's my favorite color, so I was pretty thrilled with that. And that was one of them on my Year of Whips, so yay for me. And then I had, out of this book, what does it say? I can't read backwards. Christmas, A Sharing Time. I was working on this one. I'm going to make a dish towel out of it, and I'd said before that I was one hose short of a dish towel. Well, I got all my hose in a row. Look at there. I got this one done. All right. Another Year of Whips finished. But you know what that means? That means now I have 2 empty project bags. So I better get a couple more things up. Even though I have about 50 things kitted right now, it looks like 2 more. Looks like I need to get 2 more going. And I have not cross-stitched since then. I have a little thing that it was just a gift that I pulled into Pick to Pat, I guess. Then I started it. I'm trying to get, Kirsten loves Toothless, and so it's just his little face. I've got just a little bit more outlining to do, and honestly, it looks like, I only did 10th stitch because it's on like 28 count fabric. I mean, it's so tiny. It looks so much better there. I can see the white through it here, which kind of bothers me, but I guess that's also partly the angle. So I'm trying to get that finished up, and I've got a little black frame to put it in. Hopefully I'll be able to give that to her for Christmas tomorrow. We'll see. And look, I FFO'd it. And I bought a little easel to put it on, to give to Abigail for Christmas. I went to the store yesterday. I have a piece, that they call the 5D cross stitch, where it's really just the little plastic, they're not really beads, just pieces that you, on the sticky stuff, and you stick them down to make the picture, and there's a pattern and everything. Kirsten did one of those for Dax's mom, and I went yesterday to Hobby Lobby to get frames for it, and a frame for this, and the easel and everything. And I had the other piece, because you can't fold it or anything because the pieces will pop out, so I had it just kind of curved in half. And sorry, Kirsten's texting me. And then I had the piece of fabric that this piece was on, and that little black cat was on it, folded. I had it holding at the fold inside of it. Well, I walked around the store looking at frames, and I went to the back because for his mom, because the piece is really blingy, I really wanted a silver frame, but they didn't have any, so I bought like kind of a shiny black, the pieces to put together your own frame, where you just buy the sizes to put it together. And when I got to there and I opened up, I was looking for a frame to see if it was the right size. This was gone. It was nowhere. I went all through the store. I went back out to the parking lot. I looked in the car. I looked everywhere. I was so upset that I left. I forgot everything else I was in there to buy. And really, I sat in the parking lot for a while just trying not to cry. I went and took care of some other things, and I was still super upset. And I was texting with Dax, and he's like, calm down, breathe, pray about it, just deep breaths and calm down. You'll find it. And so I did, and went back to Hobby Lobby because there was other stuff I needed to get while I was there that I didn't. And I asked the front register, and somebody had turned it in, that somebody had found it. I was so relieved, so happy, because I was sick about it, as you can imagine. Oh, for this piece, I had, for the pattern, and I had a couple of people say that they were interested, so I wrote names and folded them and picked one out. And Margot, hey, it's yours. Contact me, get me your mailing address, and I will get that in the mail to you. I had a couple of things that I purchased off of Listia. So again, I'm keeping my no money, because it's all credits. I gave, one of my daughters was like, I don't know what to get you for Christmas. So I gave her a list of floss colors that I need. And my husband, I gave him a list too, and I put on there DMC and then the numbers. His list is longer than my daughter's was. And he's like, I don't even know what this is. So if I go in and I go, where's your DMC? Like, they're going to know. And I said, yes. It's a big display. Yes, they're going to know. And the numbers are written on the front of the little trays that the floss is in. So just go with it. And he kept saying, I'm not going to get you floss. And I said, it's what I want. It's really all that I want. When we want something, we tend to go buy it. So there really isn't anything. So anyway, we'll see if he actually goes and does that. I would prefer for him not to leave the house because he gets sidetracked and all of that. So anyway, I got this little, it says Toy Soldiers, and it says charm quilts, and nobody was really bidding on this, but when I looked closer, because it said kit, and I could see that it was cross-stitch fabric, so I was like, well, we'll see what it is. And it's cute. And this one right here, it's so tiny. This this one right here is this little charm. So that's, as you can see, about how big the little squares are going to be. But I thought that was kind of cute. And then I got this one too. Isn't it freaking cute? It is so cute. And then I think I'm going to stitch this one up. Maybe I'll put it in one of my empty project bags here. If you haven't watched, I think it's Beck Island on YouTube. I think she's got 4 videos out now. I've only watched the one. But she shows her, she likes to do small projects and finish them off as like little pin cushions or bowl fillers or whatever. But they're so freaking cute the way she finishes them. So I'm going to take this one and I'm going to see if I can't, when I make it, if I can finish it like hers. Because, like I said, they are so stinking cute. And I think that's it. Yesterday I ran into, because in order to make all those cookies, I have to have stuff everywhere. And I box them up in pretty little Christmas boxes. And so it's like, there's no way the cats, especially my crazy cats, can be in the house while I'm doing that. So I moved them all out to the garage. They've been living in the garage for the last few days. And they'll have to stay out there until after Christmas because they won't quit trying to get into food and gifts and all that kind of stuff. So I didn't think far enough in advance when I let them out that I was going to need to get stuff out of the attic. And so instead of dealing with that, I went to the dollar store yesterday and bought cheap little stockings. And so I'm getting ready to iron everyone's name on them with those little letters. We'll see how that goes. And then I have to get these other things finished and make a mad dash to the grocery store and figure out something for the boyfriends. I slept in today until like 9 o'clock and I really shouldn't have. I need those hours to get things done. Oh my God. So anyway, I'm going to go and keep doing what I need to do. And I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas if that's what you celebrate. A Happy Hanukkah if that's what you celebrate. And if you don't celebrate any of the above, I hope you have a really good week. And we will see you next time. Thanks so much. Bye.